Okay, okay. There's that. Oh, there we go. Pausing that. Time for the other one. Start streaming. That was quick with the swiftness. Alright, pausing this and pausing that to save on my bandwidth. Okay, let's see if I can remember how I set things up. Interact. Oh, there we go. That's good. Alright. Have that up a little bit. Cool. Oh yeah, I forgot. The DS4 thing. Let me set up my controller. It helps me work faster. Ever so slightly. Anyway. Time to get started. Maybe I should have the brightness up a little bit. Just a smidge. Have it up to 80. Let's see if I can remember anything. If I can remember how to draw. Okay, everything seems to be working out just fine. Oh. Okay. Guess this is as high as the chair goes. I was trying to adjust just everything. But I'm finally back home. As per usual, I'm gonna stream for about an hour, cause I mostly want to keep the live streams at night. But I'll make an exception for this one. Just this one time. But yeah, it was great. The vacation was pretty great. Now it's time to chill. I mean, to work. Well, this is working on this is how I chill. It's how I don't think about the annoyances of life. So in a way, this is kind of relaxing. I'll do this for like an hour. Oh. Let's see how I can get the hands going. I think I got something wrong. Because this is the pinky, of course. Don't gotta be too strict with it. Okay. Okay, this is pretty good. You know, it was pretty interesting while I was out, like having people looking forward to the streams. Honestly, at first I was like, I said I was, I said I was on vacation, but but on the other hand, it's like, oh wow, people do look forward to these things. So that was it. I guess when you like look back, it was kind of nice. It's kind of nice. Everything is part of perspective. Yo, what's going on, Juan? Welcome to the chat. How you doing? Tell me some good news. Okay. I also decided to try out another format. I swapped some things for the vertical live stream. Hopefully people will see things better and not have that chat obscure, not have like the video obscure the chat, because there are a lot of white spaces. But anyway, what's going on, Juan? What is that? Oh, I'm just drawing a character, Lucifer, from my comic Purgatory Academy. It's about heaven, hell, and having 4 years to decide. I post the updates on my YouTube channel, so you can watch the entire comic or watch the animation or what have you. You know. One thing I like to do is just stream my process of recording. Well, process of creating the comic. And when I'm done, I convert it into a video for everyone to enjoy. It's so good. Thank you, Juan. I appreciate it. I just got back from my my 11-day vacation. It was meant to be like for 10 days, but well, I feel like it was 12, a 12-day vacation. It was supposed to be for like 10 days, but the airports were getting all finicky, so I was out for longer than I needed to. But I'm here now, and I'm drawing. Back to doing what I do. Thank you. So yeah, like make sure you subscribe to watch to look at more of my comics, because I'm working on 4 comics at the same time. Yeah, and like when you subscribe, you'll get updates, and you'll get to see more of them, more of these comics, because a lot of these comics are pretty long lasting. Okay, and that's also, you can also watch it for free, so it's all, so just my gift to you. Okay. Yes, blue men. Blue men laughing. I agree. I agree. I don't know how to draw this face, so I'm just gonna hatch it out. I feel like it gets the the emotion down. Yeah, I feel like the emotion is can still be read. Okay, let's see about the other. Can't forget this little goatee over here. So, during the vacation, I was working on, what was it? The storyboards for Chimera Island and Just a Reaper, two of the other comics that I'm working on, and I thought Just a Reaper would be done in like 40 pages, but after like not converting, but going through the manuscript and drawing everything that I needed to draw, it just turned out to be 60 more pages. So 20 more pages than I thought it would be. So hope you guys get ready for more Just a Reaper. But at the end of the day, I can now have a confirmed page count for the rest of the Just a Reaper episode. I done subscribe to you. Thank you, Juan. I appreciate it. I'm also doing like a Crunchyroll type deal, where I'm just uploading. I'm just uploading a every day, like one thing every day, like a clip. just to remind people, hey, I'm here, I'm alive. Here's something that you probably haven't seen, you know? So, just constant reminders that I'm here, that I'm alive, that I'm making stuff. And now, I feel good about going live again, since I haven't done it in a while. Because vacation. But now vacation is over. Oh yeah, and I'm also close to like 700 subscribers too. Wow, you're starting early this time, or very late. Oh no. It depends on how you look at it. Welcome to the chat, F. Nah, I decided to just to make up for the lack of stream yesterday. Even when I said that I was gonna stream, I decided to say, "Hey, sorry about that." I couldn't really do anything about the airplane situation, but what I can do is probably start earlier and just stream for like an hour today. I am gonna still do the Persona stream, and then after the Persona stream, I'm gonna do the regular 3-hour art stream, working on this comic. I will spam the sub button you get to 700 as soon as possible. I appreciate it. Bug your friends. Annoy everybody. Get deleted off of Facebook because of spam. Man. For legal purposes, I have to say don't do that. Or something. Oh no, I'm not a lawyer. I'm not a lawyer. On, I like your drawing. Thank you. What I'm doing right now, I'm just doing the contours, just the outlines, and then oh wow, his freaking. And after I'm done with the outlines, I'll go back and do the cross hatching to give it like a more pizzazz, more shine. Let me move everything closer. Michael, you have really good wrinkles. Wrinkles on my hand? Or thank you. Question mark. I work hard on my wrinkles. Thank you. Oh, man. Let's see. Wrinkles on clothes. Thank you. Thanks. I appreciate it, Michael. To be honest, F in the chat says, to be honest, I have to build my Facebook and Insta as an artist, and I know it can help to spread and stuff, but I never found myself doing it. Never used Facebook. Yeah, honestly, true. Facebook is so weird. Like, what I want to do, what I plan on doing, like on Friday, I'm gonna set up a new email account just for people to send fan art, and every Friday I'll do like a fan art showcase. So I'll call it like Fan Art Fridays and post it on the community tabs, and just shout people out. I feel like that'd be a cool community thing. And honestly, I know everybody says, "Oh, you should make a Discord," but honestly, I've just seen so many, because I know like the active members of my audience are pretty young. I don't want to set up a community that has a lot of young people in it, because I think I just been looking at a lot of content on YouTube where that's a recipe for disaster. All it takes is one weirdo to show up. And I'm like, nah, I guess I won't do that. It's like, that sounds like a headache. but it's but I guess this is good. Discord is the first step to hell, but bruh, drawing a comic. But bro, you drawing a comic about hell. Well, it's about purgatory. It's not really hell, but it's not really heaven. It's like, but the people who run the academy are demons. Oh man, I think the more I think about the concept, the more I just really like the layers of irony it has. Like, all the students are like, oh man, we're in purgatory, but we don't know what the true religion is. And the demons are like, we can tell you the true religions. And then the people are like, but you're demons. Why should we trust you, though? It's like, whoa, someone, I gotta read it. Cornelius, thank you for following, Cornelius. Are you going to kickstart your comic? I'm going a different approach. You like my sister? Wow, I'm like your sister? Huh, I don't know how to take that. Are you going to kickstart your comic? No, I just create my comic. I mean, I would like, if I'm going to kickstart anything. Oh, Cornelius said something. I'm digging the art. Thanks, Cornelius. If anything, if I would kickstart anything, I'll probably just do a Kickstarter of like probably gathering up voice actors so I can have like a dub of the comic using real people's voices instead of just using text to speech all the time. Because honestly, I don't really get the point of kickstarting. I don't really get the point of kickstarting a comic where I just live from project to project. I'd rather like do something where it would be an easier like mode of delivery for me. Like if I do a Kickstarter, that's what I'm thinking about doing. Just hiring voice actors to voice the characters of the comic. And I feel like I can get more mileage off of doing that than trying to get more people to kickstart the fund the completion of a comic. Like, wow, you like his sister. Text to speech is good enough for now. Yeah, I'm broke. If anybody wants more of the comic, please, by all means, help me pay my rent. Hit the donation button, you know? Give me $5 so I can pay rent and keep the comic going as long as possible. What I like to do in the future is to have production teams. Because I already have, like, for Purgatory Academy, this one, I have, like, 6-7 books planned out. Like, well, 8 books planned out. And that's going to take a while. And same goes for my other series. What I want to do is just have a production team where I would just make the manuscript, do the storyboardings and the digital sketches, and then hire somebody to do the finalization of the artwork. So I can get more of get the stories done quicker, and I can do more with a finished story than just then I can do more than just record the process. Because I think it would be cool to like have enough of a complete story that I can probably pitch it around, collaborate with indie game studios and make games off of these projects. See if I can probably have a Netflix deal or something. Get like an agent that can get me with Netflix, or just go connect with other toy manufacturers to make cooler, better merchandise than print-on-demand shirts. You know what I mean? Like, and have like different ways for people to support than just buying a book. I think that's cool to me. I know it's like I just laying out the game plan. I think this is good. This is good so far. Oh wait, I forgot to draw the wings. Silly me. It's like this. Since this is like a little chibi thing. But I know I get some comments saying that it would be really nice to have like hiring real people, and I agree with that, but money's really tight. And it works, and that's just like what F's in the chat said, it works for now. So for now, I'll do this. I gotta do what works. You gotta grow. One spec. What was that? I had this one instructor, manager, when I was selling cable. And he once gave me a proverb asking me, how do you eat an elephant? And I was like, I don't know. How do you eat an elephant? And he replied, one bite at a time. So that's how I'm taking this approach to this business, to making comics, to any kind of elephant that I find in life. If you take it one bite at a time, you'll eventually eat it. Pause. You'll eventually conquer any elephant in your life. You just gotta make sure every day you're taking one step closer to finishing the goal. What the heck? What was that? Oh, Slumpy is now following. Thank you for following, Slumpy. Yeah. I don't know if you guys can see it in the vertical chat on YouTube, because I'm streaming on YouTube twice and I'm streaming on Twitch. Maybe. Hold up. I can have the chat show up on the vertical stream. Wait, I don't know if you guys can see it actually. No, I think you guys can see it. But my plan, what I like to do with streaming, I like to use this as a way to interact with people. So feel free to ask questions, ask about anything, chill, hang out. And if you just want me to, if you have a topic that you want me to talk about, feel free. Feel free so I can get canceled. Cancel Masonymous campaign. Let's go. That'd be fun. That'd be fun. I don't know. I always joke about getting canceled like it's a rite of passage, because sometimes I feel like it is. You know, because not everybody can stay uncontroversial forever. So I just think about, man, what's gonna be? I think about this too much, right? It's like, what's gonna be my thing? What's gonna be the thing everybody's gonna get mad at me for? Because it's gonna happen. Not everybody can be like Weird Al Yankovic and just be like on everybody's good graces forever. I feel like he's an outlier, and I don't know how he's like an outlier with celebrity when it comes to like just celebrity people. Cancelization is a catalyzation. Wait, I hate the freaking YouTube vertical thing. Let me pop that out. I need to pop out that chat because the heart, yeah, cancelization is a catalyzer for greatness. Also, I also think cancelization is very interesting. A positive thing if you look at it the right way. It's like, I feel like it's a huge like tone shift for an audience, right? Like if a creator doesn't want to create like a certain type of content anymore, and he or she or like the group or whatever realize that the audience that they accumulated isn't what they want to be, or people they don't identify with, cancelization is an interesting thing, is an interesting signal for saying this person switched up. Not even in a bad way. It's like this person is signaling to a different crowd, to a different audience. And at the end of the day, I noticed that there's like a quote unquote nature is healing type of effect where things will just sort itself out. Like if I like if somebody made like I don't know, like My Little Pony content, and they were like, you know what, I hate My Little Pony now. Hot Wheels, like Transformers is my new friend, you know? Like Cornelius, I think it'd be great if things on the internet expired and just disappeared. Honestly, that can happen if people just stop talking about stuff. Like, as a guy trying to be noticed for the past couple of years, I noticed like people who don't make it eventually just stop and give up, and those are the people that essentially expire and disappear. And the reason why they expire and disappear is because nobody paid attention to them. Nobody gave them clout. Nobody gives them like any sort of real estate in their mind. So I'm like, oh, the best, if people don't like anything, if they don't like a certain thing, the best thing that for them to do is to just not talk about it. Don't tell your friends about something. Just ignore it. Like, pretend it doesn't exist, you know? I'm very antisocial, so my art never gets noticed. I don't think it's about being social at all. I think it's just about posting. Like, I think I remember seeing this one video that basically the thesis of it was, since now in the current day of the internet, late stage internet, or whatever you want to call it, like a tweet is as valuable as like a drawing of the Mona Lisa. So people don't really value art for like skill or technique. Everybody, like the regular person, they just see art as content, honestly. So, and the thing about content, people don't really care if it's good or bad. People care that it's there. And that's why I do the approach of my comic the way that I do on YouTube, is that it doesn't matter if I would like to think my stuff is good, but can it be improved? Yeah, but I can't think about how I can make things better, unless I have an audience that tells me it sucks in the first place, you know? So what you're saying is I should start making NSFW art. No. I'm saying, because if you don't want, like, listen, I'm saying if you don't want to make NSFW art, you shouldn't make NSFW art. I'm saying if you want to make NSFW art, and on the flip side, if you want to make NSFW art, you shouldn't make NSFW art. I know you're joking. It's cool. The crux of my argument is don't make NSFW art. What I'm saying is, yeah, just post stuff. And I think that one Bible parable about throwing pearls amongst swine is so real, dude. Like, you can make 1,000 pieces of art, but if you're just posting it on Twitter, also, hello Christmas Bush, I see you. Also, if you're making a bunch of like good art and posting on like a platform where that doesn't incentivizes new creators or effort to be put into their work, then you're just throwing your pearls amongst swine. So know where you're treated best, but also, oh wait, hold up. Restore chat. Cool. But also, I should make art for the male gaze for that clout, but chat energy, yeah. Oh, that's a good analogy. Yeah, like, it's so real. Like, I see a lot of people where they go wrong. They just go to the wrong places to post their art. Like, I was posting my art, like, everywhere. I was posting on Facebook. I was posting on Reddit. I was posting on Pinterest, dog. Like, if like any social media had a way for me to post images, I would post it there. Yo, what's up, Angels? What's going on? Is this Purgatory Academy? Yeah, it's Purgatory Academy. What's going on? I'm back from vacation. Not Facebook. Well, everybody hates Facebook. Facebook is still like what? One of the top 5 most used platforms on the internet, the entire internet. I wouldn't sleep on it, honestly. And plus, Facebook is one of the only social medias that you can get paid for posting if you have a big enough audience. So it's basically like a second YouTube. So honestly, when I'm done, once I conquered how to make a viral YouTube videos with my comics, you bet your sweet bippy that I'll be going over to Facebook and reposting my stuff there, so I can earn a little bit more revenue from like the comics I post. Released my Kickstarter last night. Yo, that's awesome. Post your Kickstarter in the chat because I like you. I like you. I don't know if you can, but it's the start of summer break for me. Oh man, congratulations. You can finally sleep in and enjoy. You can finally sleep in and enjoy the summer greatness. But yeah. Tweet, like, post your art where it's respected. I need to start posting on TikTok as much as and Twitch, however. But I think you can't post links on YouTube. Well, F's in the chest says I think you can't post. Let me think. I think Angels, you follow me somewhere. I think you can. If you can't, try it out. I might be different. My chat might be built different. Also, I need to start posting on TikTok. As much brain rot there is, I've seen a lot of great art in smaller. Oh man, why is everybody chatting too much? Oh yeah, I wouldn't think about TikTok. I wouldn't get my hopes up on TikTok, honestly. Zero to Generation Raven. Yo, I made it. Welcome, Dex, and what's up? What's up, Raven? Oh, I think you can as a mod. Oh yeah. On Instagram. Oh my gosh, Oh yeah, you do follow me on Instagram. Let me do that. Because Angels bought Purgatory Academy, I'm gonna shout out his Kickstarter. I'm gonna shout out his Kickstarter. Creators helping creators. Thank you. Watching you draw and getting ready to do a video. Oh, what's your video about? Oh yeah, Angels. If you're ready, just send me the link to the Kickstarter on Instagram. I stopped posting on Instagram because I just noticed that Instagram just isn't the algorithm isn't friendly for my type of content yet. So I'm gonna sleep on that. Maybe Facebook is different when I lock in and figure out how I can get it how it can be done a little bit better with that platform. But as of now, yeah, I'm lazy. I'm copying and pasting. Don't know what of it. Any tips on drawing? I'm bad and I need some starters. Okay. There is a Wally Woodcrow quote. There's a Wally Wood quote that I quote like almost every month. And that's never draw anything you can copy, never copy anything you can trace, never trace anything you can just cut out and paste up. That's my tip. Everybody say just like the basic answer that every artist wanted to say is like, just keep drawing, learn anatomy, pick up art books, yada yada yada. And I'm like, just steal. Like, you'll just steal, and if you want to learn, you'll pick something up. you'll break down how things work, and then you'll learn just by the sheer exposure of it. Find artists that you want to emulate and just learn from them, steal their style, bite their flow. It helps to grow. I think that's gonna be the reason. That's gonna be the reason why I get canceled. Like, like, people's gonna be like, I agree with that 100%. People are gonna be like, I don't got time. I don't got time to learn. I got time to steal. Learn like I'm not in school. Like, that's like the one thing school I hate that school tries to tell everybody is like, no, you gotta show your work, bro. You gotta like copying is never good. Don't steal your answer. Nah, bruh. Like, if you want the right answer, you steal it from somebody else. Copying elements that work for you, yeah. And because you don't have like the same skill set as a different artist, you can like I highly advise you just steal different elements from different artists that you like to have your own unique style. Not that style really matters. Style is I think styles are like accents or just or in another word speech impediments, you know. When's your next character drawing stream? Is it at 700? Yep, it's at 700. So tell your friends, bug your social media. Tell them to follow me so I can draw so I can people can request characters that I can draw. Wholesome AF. Thank you, thank you. I'm not even trying to be wholesome at all. I'm just trying to. I'm just getting tired of everybody giving the same basic advice, unhelpful advice. I don't only just realized that you're almost at 700. I've been almost at 700 for about like 10 days. I think there are two options. I really have a unique style, have a really unique style, or just take existing style and just do it your way. No, because like if you look at book one of Purgatory Academy, I was just trying to copy like Phase Two of Gorillas, and because I was doing that, I learned so much about just making comics or just drawing characters repeatedly to a point where drawing these characters would be second nature. And when I moved on to book two, I wanted to copy the art of Berserk. I couldn't do that because I don't have like decades of talent that Kentaro Miura has. So even though it was a failure, it still came out like pretty decent looking and way better than the first book because I want to emulate something more detailed and well, I'm not gonna say greater, you know. If I miss it, I'm sorry. Time zones are whack. Time zones are whack. But it's not that I'm saying that it's lame. Like the art of Gorillas is better than Berserk is better than Gorillas, or vice versa, because they try to achieve two completely different things. But trying to go for a different style that has a better emphasis on the anatomy of your characters and try to portray that in a more realistic way that helped me grow. And trying to understand the human form a lot better because I want I wanted that influence that paid more attention to certain kinds of expressions of art. My art takes a lot of influence from Jamie Hewlett and Ashley Wood, those types. Ashley Wood, why does that sound familiar? Ashley Wood. Let's see. What did Ashley Wood work on? Okay, I got it. Okay. Going to the restream. Yo, just posting the Angels' Kickstarter. Go check it out. Tell Kickstarter to back it. To put it on the front page, help Angels make $1 million with his first comic. Early career was Metal Gear concept art and some urban toy lines. like Tomorrow Kings with 3A. Okay, I mess with that. I like that. I like that. Oh yeah, Pablo Picasso, good artist, copy, great art. I'm so sorry. I saw your thing on F's in the chat. I don't want to sound. I don't want to make it look like I'm ignoring you. But Pablo Picasso, good artist, copy, great artist, steal. Exactly. Be a great artist and steal. Steal. And if people say like what's your inspiration, you can literally be honest and be like, oh yeah, I basically stole it from X, Y, and Z. Thank you. I haven't slept much. I haven't slept much. Go get some sleep, man. Go get some sleep. Everybody, everybody needs their rest. Even when I was on like even when I was on my vacation, I still worked on the storyboards. And even then, I still had tried to get some time to sleep, time to relax with family, time to relax by myself. Because honestly, working on comics is kind of how I relax right now. It's almost 9 p.m. Jeez. How do you feel about the big boom in anime? Wait, hold up, hold on. How do, yeah, I've heard that a lot. Yeah, good artist bar, great artist steal. I've heard that a lot. Yeah, I think it's like one of those. I don't want to call it a platitude because that sounds mean, but I think a lot of people say it a lot, but people don't really understand what it means, or they just don't know how to apply it. Um, but yeah, I'd highly advise stealing. How do you feel about the big boom in anime styles? If it was corporations doing it, I would say that it's probably just a thing, like a marketing thing. But because now with the internet, uh, there are no real gatekeepers. There are no real like companies wanting to profit off of like a popular niche. So literally I see it as a way of people just growing up with like Toonami and four kids finally being old enough to create stuff that they were inspired by when they were young. Because back in the 90s, like, and like that was like the huge for like people want to say like, oh, anime's big now, but like I think anime's biggest splash was like in the 90s when Dragon Ball Z and Pokemon just hit the stage in the West. And now we're at a time and place where people who grew up watching stuff in the 90s, watching Sailor Moon, Dragon Ball, and like Pokemon, they are old enough to create their own stuff. And I think that's the main reason why we see the boom. Just people who grew up with it are now people who grew up with it are now saw it. They're making stuff. I'm doing a new vid sometime in August. My upload schedule's crappy. Gotta get a good upload schedule. Did you just age yourself? 90s? No, I just watch a lot of historical videos. I was born in 99. So I'm 25. So I just know about that stuff because I like looking at YouTube documentaries. I just saw the Kickstarter. The art style is scrumptious. Yeah, Angels' art style is great, crazy. The only downside is Angels doesn't sleep. He needs sleep. Like that's what I gotta tell. That's what I gotta tell Angels. Sleep more. Or at least schedule. Like schedule the time you want to draw. Schedule the time you want to relax. Because like when you force yourself away from your work, that'll give you more time to think of fresh concepts to tackle it. Tackle it in a more efficient manner. That doesn't make you kill yourself creating your stuff. Or he's a secret time traveler. True. Not true. Possibility. That's what I should say. Possibility. I'm doing a Murder Drones voice acting project, so it's gonna take a while. Why do I do this? Wait, yeah, VA project. Why do I do this to myself? It gives you time yeah, it gives you time to be productive. I think being productive is one of the best things a person can do. As they say, idle hands are the devil's playthings. Thank you. I'll try to step away. Yeah, if you can't sleep, then just step away. Step away from it. Like while you're awake, just make active time to just step away. Yeah, don't dox yourself, man. And I'm not low tier god. I'm okay with my age. Like I have a picture of my face on my website. Like I'm not afraid of like people knowing what I look like. It's just that I don't I literally just don't get ready to show my face on camera. I don't brush my I don't comb my hair. I don't do anything that I should to make myself look presentable to like people as a whole. So I'm like I'm going to just not do like a semi faceless thing. So I just don't worry about that. Watching your stream is helpful. I'm glad I can help. I'm glad I can help. It's why I'm here. Avatar when? I don't know. I was gonna make this penguin character my avatar, but it's a character, but like the penguin is a character from Chimera Island, way later in the series. So I don't know if I'm gonna do that. But I don't know if I'm gonna do a go PNG tuber, you know, if I'm gonna go full PNG tuber, because like the content that I create, I don't need to do it. I guess like when it comes to live streams, if people want to see like a character bounce around, like as I speak, to feel the dopamine. Oh yeah, I only know what he looks like from a face cam ages ago. Comic type. Yeah, what's going on, Shizamura? No, I think if you look at my video, my whatchamacallit, my Chimera Island or Purgatory Academy recap videos, that's somewhat of a face reveal. Because it's just me like reading the comics verbatim, and then adding my commentary to it. Okay, Michael, thanks for coming out. I appreciate it. Joke's on you, Raven. I'm gonna whatever. What's up, comic guy? Just streaming my comic, streaming Purgatory Academy, one of the 4 comics I'm working on. Purgatory Academy is about heaven, hell, and having 4 years to decide. What's going on right now is like Lucifer and Beelzebub are having a conversation on whether it's a good idea to lie to the students that they're looking after or not. Lucifer is like saying it doesn't matter what you say to your students because freaking we're demons. We don't really get held accountable to anything. While Beelzebub is saying keeping track of lies is freaking dumb and hard. Like, and we need these kids to trust us. Oh yeah, Bryant. What's going on, Bryant? I'm sorry, I'm bad at pronouncing names. Their sin is lying to the devil. No, it's they are devils. So like, and like the whole point of Purgatory Academy is to influence the students who are just young adults, children essentially, who'd met an untimely fate, and now they're in Purgatory Academy to it's essentially like a final chance to be like, oh yeah, God is real. There's no, their God is real. You know the answer. and it's up to you to like figure out if you want to spend eternity in heaven or not, to spend eternity with God or not. No devils. I see it is. Yeah, all of these are devils. Beelzebub needs a break. Nah, he doesn't need a break. He can turn himself into multiple flies, and he's literally a fly on the wall. But yeah, that was like a big lore dump. Woo, devil party. But yeah, this is just one of four. If like you if Twitch would allow me to post videos on their platform, I'd upload my videos there. But hey, that's not happening. Twitch is like, nope, sorry, sorry, Bucko. But this is honestly the most attention that I've gotten on Twitch for a while. What inspired you to create Purgatory Academy? It really started as like a friend and I. I'm off to go. Okay. All right, Serial, Raven, Serial Raven, designation. Oh, yeah, all right, Raven. Purgatory Academy started off as like a joke comic between me and a friend from high school, and we were thinking about scenarios. And as things went on, like as things went on, like he didn't really want to work on the project anymore because he wanted to be the writer, but he didn't really do much. He didn't want to do that much. So I basically kept the concept from. I basically kept the concept, and I remember having a conversation with another friend. Like, the friend's an atheist and I'm a Christian, so we had a lot of conversations about God. And I remember the friend said, even if he was convinced God was real, God is real, he would still be an atheist. And I was like, okay, that's pretty interesting. So I created I kind of formed Purgatory Academy from a comedy of just like a high school of kids who can't leave school to something more akin to, yeah, these kids are dead, but they're kind of in that position to, if they were face to face with God or death, what would they choose? I've been going around Twitch trying to find artists with unique styles, or you can go on Pinterest. Pinterest is another good place to go. So, as the story goes, so I decided to change the concept of the comic to revolve around that concept of like whether not whether who oh wait, it's been a while since I've told this story, so I gotta remember some things. But so I had to remember some things. Sorry. That's the general gist of like the concept of Purgatory Academy. It was about whether like having 4 years to decide whether the students want to spend eternity with God or not. How was it being in Mexico? Mexico was pretty good, actually. It like because the cruise was like a 10 like an 8-day thing. We couldn't stay too long. We couldn't stay too long. So we were like, it was just like 1 second everywhere. Like now one sec, like spending like one day, like one afternoon in our trips, and then we would just be at sea. It was still good. And we went to Jamaica, the Bahamas, Mexico, and what was it? The Grand Cayman Islands. It was like, oh yeah, Mexico, Jamaica, Grand Cayman Islands, and something, a fourth thing. The Bahamas, I think. It was good. All of it's good. I think the funniest thing about the Bahamas was that, the funniest thing about the Bahamas is that, like, people would just be like, hey, you want to try this rum? You want to try, hey, bud, you want to try a bit of rum? And that, like, I've never had people offer me, like, alcohol before. You know, because usually people just think that I'm, like, too young to be drinking, so they wouldn't, like, ask me anything. So it was quite the experience. It was quite the experience. We're on the fifth book. No, this is the third book. Yeah, I have some ways to go. I have some ways to go. I have like 8 books, around 8 books, 7 to 8 books planned out. I think the part of Mexico. I think I was in Cozumel or something like that. It was nice. It was very nice. I know my mom and my niece was like swimming with dolphins and a manatee while I was just chilling out on a beach with my dad. Getting sunburn on my forehead. Swimming with fishes. And now I came back 3 shades tanner. 3 shades darker. That's a cool trip. Yeah. Oh yeah, and on the trip, my mom bought like a pass because they had a little arcade over there. Darker than black. Have you seen it? Wait, let me see. Darker than... That sounds like an anime. Darker than black. No, but the style looks cool. I'm looking it up right now. Should I watch it? Man. Yeah, it is. Okay. It's a solid 8 out of 10. I do like a solid 8. I shall give it a try. This Beelzebub, this Lucifer looks too young. Let me add elderly features to him. Like, he looks too young. Let me draw some wrinkles. Oh no. I like drawing an aged Lucifer. It's more appealing to me. Yeah, these freaking monsters are older than time itself. And plus it gives off some wisdom vibes. I don't know. Let's see. Zoom. Let's see if this method will work. What would you do if I make Beelzebub a kawaii girl? I'd probably laugh. I'll probably post it on the Fan Art Fridays. This is gonna be the new Beelzebub redesign. Instead of having like the hatches, he has like he has like actual eyeballs, like irises or whatever. It goes like bugging for real. The new the new Beelzebub designs. You just be staring at you. Yeah, this is the new one. The uwu. The uwu Beelzebub. That ain't Beelzebub. That ain't. It's the it's the maid. It's the maid Beelzebub. 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 He looks so innocent yet traumatized. Not my Beelzebub. That might be the new community meme. Making a Beelzebub. Kind of make it like a cursed meme. I remember there was like this one part of Purgatory Academy. I imagine like some girls would probably give Beelzebub like mood stickers or whatever, like mood pins. So because this is essentially a mask, he can't emote here. Like this is his default face, right? Right. So I would imagine like some people would just be like, "Oh, hey Beelzebub, too." Or in order for you to relate to the students more, we made you these pins, and each pin would be like happy, like sad, or just like neutral, and then like it would just be like looking something like this. And like throughout the volume, he would just wear these pins. And like the whole joke, either he would like wear all those pins, or throughout the volume, he would just keep wearing this. He would just keep like like, hey, we have all these emotions for you, and he's just like, oh, thanks, and he just wears the wears the blank of expression pin for the entire time. I don't know when I'm gonna do that. Make his eyes change depending on the mood. I kind of like how you can't tell, you can't tell what he's thinking or his mood most of the times. Like the only way you can infer is about like what he says and the paint, the background textures that I put. The background textures I put it behind him. I think that's a cool flex of just tone or mood, like the mood of character writing. It's like you don't need like he doesn't need voice inflections to understand how he's feeling. And if you don't know how he's feeling, that's also good. And then like that's also fine. For his entire existence, he's just been. Yeah, he does have emotions, but like you can't read them easily. It's like I also like how he like communicates with the students. Like everything's very much a matter of fact. Body language is important. Yeah, and that's why he always has his hands behind his back. Like, that's why he's always at this default pose. Like, he's a character void of body language. You can't tell what he's thinking unless he's like really pissed. But like other than that, like when he's talking to people, he's like very matter of fact. Like just like and I forgot which chapter. It was like chapter 7. Either chapter 8. Chapter 8 of like book 2 when a Jim and Beelzebub talk about whether they were made to be evil or good, like predestined to be evil or good. And Beelzebub was like, I don't care. Like what I do know is that I don't like God, and I want people to be against him. You know, like it's like whether I'm predestined to do that or not, it's just beyond me. I am what I am, and that's my goal. Well, per se, you know. And like also when he's like, oh yeah, freaking, I'm not a complete monster. Oh yeah, that was like a common thing for like ancient gods to like to tell their followers to sacrifice their babies in their name. Like yeah, if like they're like all the demons are like, yeah, we know people who follow us they go directly like straight to hell. But we're all not like complete monsters. The only people that would be able to get into heaven are the babies that they kill. So, hey, you win some, you lose some. So we can't. So X, Y, so yada yada yada. And like I remember he said that like so matter of factly, and then Jem was like, "That's nuts. Like that, you're crazy." Beelzebub is a material girl, slay queen. But one thing I do like about Beelzebub is, or at least my like this rendition of Beelzebub, is that he's. I think everybody is willing to say God is right in one way or another. Like at the end of the day, there's something about God that even the enemies want to emulate. And like Beelzebub, the way that he wants to imitate God is having people have like having a fatherly relationship with them. It's like he doesn't want, like at the end of the day, he doesn't really care about like being seen as a fatherly figure. He and for like connection's sake, he just wants people to be emotionally attached to him. So, like as a way of like emotional manipulation. So, I think that's also a thing that I had in that chapter. So I like seeing characters have like some sort of nuance to it. Like they're evil. Like all these characters are evil. Don't get it twisted. Like, but there's always there's no. I don't think there's a single evil person that'd be like, oh yeah, I'm evil because I am. It's like there's a reason why they do. Because like having like a reason, like rationalizing evil is kind of like the one of the most human things, the one of the things that people can relate to the most. And like anybody who just says, "Oh yeah, this person is just straight up evil," no if ands buts, whatever. It's very much. I don't really buy that because I don't see people like that at all. It's more. I see it more as a cope of people just not really wanting to, um, not wanting to face that everybody is capable of doing evil things. So they're like, "Oh no, not me though." Like yeah, like Robin Hood. Yeah. No butts? Why no butts? I mean, like, wait, what are you doing? F's in the chat. Why are you talking about butts? What's going on? Pause? Man, the shoulder looks dislocated. Maybe it's the angle. Let me turn off this layer. Oh, this looks fine. You said there are no butts. Yo, Christmas Bush. Did I say that there were no butts? I don't. I lost count of the context. I lost track of the context. But yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe F's in the chat is making stuff up. Maybe F's in the chat is trying to get some clips to make me sound sus. So F's can make a Masonymous sus compilation. A Sisonymous compilation. No Diddy. Oh man. But I think one thing that I'm looking forward to and seeing how well I can execute it is just balancing the tone of two different plots. Cause like instead of like elevating the story with a progressive with just elevating a story with a progressive plot line, I want to elevate it with emotion. Oh my gosh, it's Satan. It's one of the Satans. Uh, it's Lucifer. Yeah. Welcome to the chat, Leo. Yeah, it was absolutely something about there were no absolute evil, and there were no grays, no butts. Oh, okay. Hmm. It was something about no. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. I don't know. I do not believe. Yeah, I do not believe in gray areas. It's just things that we don't know. I really feel like gray areas are just a cop out for saying I just don't know yet. It's okay. Like it's okay if people like give an answer and be wrong. But saying like, oh yeah, it's a gray area. I'm like, no, nah. You're letting a lot of things slide if you're just saying gray. Everything's gray. You're like that's gonna open up floodgates. Like I'd rather people be wrong than to just like just like push things down the line and have it potentially get worse. But the thing about like being wrong is people are just I feel like people are just prideful now that they are afraid to get wrong. Afraid to get wrong. Afraid to be wrong. Like my grammar, dog. Like, they're afraid to be wrong. They're afraid to get wrong, like my grammar. So nobody really wants to like wants to deal with it. Are they going to have any relation to the deadly sins like Beelzebub with Gluttony and Lucifer at Pride? Um, no, not really. I wasn't really thinking about that. I see more of these characters. I don't really see the seven deadly sins as like a Christian as like too much of a Christian thing. It's a thing that's like heavily associated with Christianity with like Catholicism. But I'm like, but I don't know, man. It's like things that are not good, yeah, but I don't think it's too attached. I'm not too attached to it. I rather see characters. These characters have their own motivations and their own reasons for doing things, and I can like probably play with certain aspects within like their mythologies, um, and incorporate that within the context of the story. Like, I don't think Beelzebub is like, yeah, Beelzebub is fat, but he's not really a glutton for anything. He's just like he's fat. He's not really he's not really a glutton. If he's glutton for anything, it would probably be for like information, because he is the eyes and ears of like his Purgatory Academy. He's the information glutton, I guess. But Lucifer is not really prideful at all. In fact, I think he's like Lucifer isn't humble at all, but like he's like, yeah, forget if you want to, you got to land one punch on me. He like it's so funny because Lucifer just like in Purgatory Academy, he humbles himself to have students just like punch him in the face so they can get their freedom, and that freedom is more of like a symbol of defiance, and what he wants for out of Purgatory Academy are people who want to defy against the ultimate authority, which is God. So like I'm kind of breaking their arc. I'm breaking I'm breaking like the seven deadly sins archetype in a certain way, but I'm making it into a more, can't find a better word than human, or just trying to use these characters in a way that are just more than the archetypes that they're known for. If I need to pitch it to somebody, then I'll be like, yeah, Lucifer's like friggin' the most prideful dude you'd ever know. And Beelzebub's like so fat and greedy. Like, if I wanted to pitch to executives that don't care about nuance or anything, yeah, I'll do that. And then when I get into the door, I'd be like, all right, here's what I'm actually going to do. Like, you know? But for now, I'm like, no, these characters have like their own things going on. They don't respect each other, but they all have the same goal. So that's why they associate with each other. Like they're all united against God. That's basically why all the demons are like this, or like working together in Purgatory Academy. I don't know if I have said it as canon yet, but the reason why the reason why demons can't not demons, but the reason why the vice principals cannot be seen together or is seen in the same room is because it's automatically on site, because every vice principal, they disagree with each other vehemently on how Purgatory Academy should be run, to the point where they'll just fight. And and like, since demons don't get tired, they're just spirits. They can like fight for all eternity and nothing can get done. So that's why they are always separated. But it wasn't until like Lucifer says, you know what? Let's try to freaking make something out of this. And it's because everybody at least respects Lucifer as the man with the plan. They try to follow him. Like, they follow him and hear him out with this Purgatory Academy idea. And, like, right now in the story, all the vice principals are like, yeah, you have a point, but, like, nah. Like, I'll see how this goes. Like, the vice principals are here just out of, like, humoring this idea. Except for Beelzebub. Beelzebub is, like, Lucifer's, like, A1. Do you know about the Ordo Vitrum? It's related to the Catholicism and could work as a counterpart of the demons. It just occurred to me that you could find that work interesting. Just a random thought. Let me look it up. Beelzebub choking down on info. It's an allegorical morality play, sacred music drama by Hilary Bilger. I can't pronounce names. Composed in 1151. I'll look into it. Right now, I'm reading like as I was like on vacation, I was slowly reading a book called Socrates to Satyr. Wait, Tease to Sartor. I'm reading this book called Socrates to Satyr, and it's the philosophical quest, the philosophic quest, and what it's basically about. It's essentially like a history book of the origins of philosophy, and I find it so interesting that I think on a philosophical aspect, I can probably steal concepts for future Purgatory Academy books, and and I'll probably learn from various morality plays like this. Socrates is a real G. Yeah, it goes through like different, like not just Socrates, but like through more than Plato, more than like the origins of philosophy. The people before Socrates essentially, and just like the first couple of pages, the first 40 pages are like the schools of thought before Socrates. And then that's like the first 40 pages, and then it's like a 500-page book, and I'm on like page 50, right? And I'm a slow reader. Like, there's just so much distractions for me to like sit down and read everything. If there was I wish there was an audio book so I can get through it a lot quicker, but there isn't. But it's such an interesting book when I sit down and read it. Hildegard von Björgen is a woman, by the way. She's one of the most influential minds of her time. I shall see if there's anything on it on YouTube. There has to be. Like, I'm mad. Like, I want everything to be an audiobook. I hate reading. Reading sucks. Let me see if I can find a video on it on YouTube. Oh, it's okay. Oh, it is a play. It's like an hour long. I can sit down through this. But it's like not everything. You know, like that one saying, if a tree falls in the forest and no one's around to hear it, did it fall? Well, if there is no audiobook, is it real? If a book doesn't have an audio version, is it real? Unless there's an audio version to my favorite book, it does not exist. It is not meant to be read. It is not worthy to be read. No audiobook, no reel. Exactly. People wouldn't know about Purgatory Academy if it wasn't for the video. It wasn't for the audiobook. It wasn't for the text to speech. Therefore, it exists now. Or any of the comics for that matter. So it exists. It's real. I was also planning on with the TTS audio descriptions. Yeah, I was trying to work on a light novel. While I was out, but honestly, working on the whatchamacallit, working on the thumbnails for Just a Reaper and Chimera Island, it really took too much time. Not too much time, but it took more time than I thought. To the point where I didn't really have that much time to write that much of the audiobook, the first chapter. Actually, I knew about without the audiobooks. Wow, look at you. You're not like the other girls. I appreciate it, Chris. I appreciate it, Christmas Bush. Oh man. I knew better without the audio. I knew better without the audiobooks. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate it. Uh, but yeah, I wanted to like work on it, work on the audio, work on the whatchamacallit, the light novel, but I only got like 6 paragraphs done. Bullying your audience. Hey, I think the funniest bully moment that I've saw. No, honestly, I find it funny when creators bully their audience sometimes. Like what Oda did when somebody sent him like a fan mail of like, why don't you have females with like more diverse body types in One Piece? And it was like I think the concept was like, oh yeah, women like it when there's diverse body types represented in a manga. Oh great, great. Oh crap. I love bots. I love Twitch. I love Twitch. No, thank you. Act a block list. But yeah, Oda was like, Oda was like, no, girls don't read One Piece. I found that hilarious. I was like, I was like that with Purgatory Academy too, actually, because I was in the marketing mode of like you need to have like a specific audience, for your series, and I was like, oh yeah, guys ages like 14 to 17 with like Purgatory Academy. And then you showed up, Christmas Bush, and I'm like, oh yeah, I guess not. I guess not. I guess women, I guess girls like Purgatory Academy too. I don't know why. But then again, I look back. Okay, let's talk about cancellation worthy stuff. Yeah, you start. Ask me something that might get me canceled. But looking back, it's funny how when I was like selling at flea and farmers markets, I know it's like instead of guys within that age range being interested in the concept of Purgatory Academy, like there were like a good handful of women that was interested in the concept too. So I was like, oh yeah, I guess I didn't notice that. Like, so that's nice. And I think it's also because of when you're in marketing, they say like if you're trying to make something for everybody, you end up making it for nobody. So like I that was also the reason why I did like I moved accordingly the way that I did. So now I'm like, whatever, I'll just make stuff. I'll post it as much as possible and we'll see who likes it. We'll just see who likes it. Going back to the philosophy of, oh, I just make stuff and then people like it. But there's a lot of, I think honestly, I love and I hate failing when it comes to marketing and showing people um these books, right? I I love the love factor about it. It comes way later because I love what I get to learn from it. Like the takeaway, because everything's just not completely obvious from the jump, you know. But like when you try more things and you fail at more things, then you're like, okay, now I understand why this doesn't work or why things can be a little bit better. F's in the chat. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the cancel worthy questions. But I think right now, I like my goal is to make the clips that I post on like the clip videos. I'm not talking about the shorts, but like the clips that I of Purgatory Academy and like all the other comics. I want to get those to I want those to be like viral videos. I want to find a way to like make those viral, and I think it just right now my hypothesis is because I don't have a good title and thumbnail. So I'm kind of trying to find out what makes a killer title that propels people to click on a video. So you're gonna see the clips I'm gonna be posting change titles and thumbnails for quite a bit. Did YouTube ban my message? Probably. I did not see it. Try to rephrase it in a way that YouTube censorship wouldn't pick it up. Oh yeah. Look at the streams. If you need something to cancellation on, just look at the streams at Matt. They wild. Oh yeah, they are. It's funny because I tell Matt like, "Oh, don't say anything crazy," because I just reserve that for myself. Don't say anything crazy because I'm going to say it. I'll say it. This is my stream, and I get canceled when I want to. Star Wars. Why would you make stuff? Why make the last stuff pandering women when the majority of the audience of it are children and grown men, and the women don't care about it, and they don't care now? Oh. Should I switch live streams? It's up to you. As long as you stay on YouTube. I'm gonna switch. Okay. I think the Star Wars stuff, I think everybody agrees. Like that making stuff outside of the core audience is just a bad idea. And the people who are like saying that it's a good idea, actually, they're basically people on Twitter who don't watch Star Wars or don't care about Star Wars. Unless they're like, I don't know, freaking they have their entire personality around Star Wars, then literally they have to talk about it and they have to like say it's cool or whatever. Because it's like telling your idols. It's like saying like, oh man, like saying that your idols suck now. It's like they're too emotionally invested to like say it. Like anybody who's like saying it's good, they are either not a part of it or they just have like Stockholm syndrome because they don't want to see something that they love like die or just suck right now. Besides, there's also the money aspect on YouTube where like people need like where people like feel like they have a need to I wouldn't say sell out because that's an easy thing, and I don't think it's like the right word from what I'm trying to find. It's not the right word, but just dishonest about their thoughts. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I have my watch Star Wars, yeah, sell out. Well, they end up selling less. No, I'm not talking about like Star Wars. I'm not talking about Lucasfilm. I'm not talking about Disney selling out. I'm talking about which they have sold out to like BlackRock and like all these like financial firms that essentially hold all their money. That essentially hold all their money because they want to merge culture into like a certain form Um, I believe in that. Honestly, I believe in that conspiracy theory. Careful, they're listening. That's fine. As long as I don't say who they actually are, I'm good. Like as long as I don't say who they actually are. Cause I've been around. I've been looking at controversial figures. I know who they are. Um, uh, I just realized the correct screwed me over. I haven't watched Star Wars. Autocorrect, sorry. But yeah, but literally, it just comes down to uh people with money wanting to form culture in the way that they see fit and not how the way that it should be or the way that people want it to be. And that's just about it. Lord of the Rings too, by the way. Yeah. If you see like any kind of stuff like any kind of like movies that pushes like a narrative that's outside of reality or it just doesn't gel right with you, then there is some subversive figure in the background wanting to form form reality based on the media that you consume. If that makes sense. So, if you like watch something and you think like this is weird, this isn't right, this isn't correct, this just goes against my morals. Yeah, it does. And the purpose of that is to make you is to make you think, oh yeah, this is the norm. Everybody thinks this. If people didn't think this, then why am I seeing it on my TV? Why am I seeing it on TV? Why am I seeing um these talking heads talk about it? If these talking heads are talking about this thing so much, then it must be important, right? You know what I mean? Oh, talking like, oh, my favorite political commentator, my favorite media media reviewer, my favorite critic is talking about these things and they're giving this thing that I think is lame high praises. So I must be the odd one out. And like those that way works honestly. Who wait who I haven't seen Lord of the Rings, but I've seen a bunch of stuff like that though. I remember I had a podcast and I think it was like the third episode of the Drunk Solo podcast, and my guest was yeah, who's talking about Lord of the Rings? I don't know. People who critique like generally, I don't look for it. Every time I see it on my timeline, I just say not interested. So like the people, like usually people who honestly, if you find somebody that has like their channel dedicated to stuff like that or just pop culture, that they're probably the prime culprits of talking about it. Or if you just type in Lord of the Rings review, you'll find it. Oh, not Lord of the Rings, but like not like not like Lord of the Rings, the Rings of Power. Wait, hold up. Okay, I get you. It's literally fine. I meant Rings of Power. Hold up. Let me check it out. I thought Lord of the Rings was one of the things that was kind of interesting. Oh, I haven't seen this. What is the Rings of Power? I haven't seen that. Yeah, I haven't seen that. I haven't watched a lot. I have not watched a lot of stuff. Usually, when I see like people talk about like woke or DEI or stuff like that, I just freaking turn away. So what's the time in America? East Coast America, 10:40. This was supposed to be like a 1 hour stream, but I'm a sucker for like talking to people that wants to talk to me, so I'm fine. Lord of the Rings is marvelous, but Rings of Power has uh has a spin off. It has been a spin off, like the Acolyte thing. Okay, 1541 in T Land. Oh wow. Wait, 1541. Let's see. Let me think. Brain power, quick maths. As you guys say in T Land, so that's like what? Uh, it's like what 3:41 p.m. You could hear my brain cells frying, trying to do quick math. 15:41. What is that? Like 3 p.m. Oh, here it's 16:41. Dang. I really gotta be streaming in the morning for you guys, huh? Time zones do be whack. Let's see. But yeah, honestly, when people talk about like woke or DI stuff, it's like I don't care. It's not that like I'm saying that they're wrong into like feeling or like noticing patterns and whatnot. It's more like just to turn to earlier in the stream. If you hate it, stop talking about it. Just stop. Just be like it's dumb. I don't like it. Hey, I don't like it. Anyway, next thing. Here's something that I do like. Here's something that people should pay attention to. Cause like, and I get it. Negativity it sells. It gets people to click. People like to learn from disasters more than they like learning from people's successes. Cause like it's interesting. It's like disasters are universal, but successes are very what's the word for it? Success is very per person to person. There's a word for that, but I can't think of the word right now. Um, if people can find a better word for it from person to person, then help me out for a bit. My thesaurus is pretty lame right now. But that's my thing. Contextual. That's the word. Success is contextual, but failures are universal, but success is contextual. That's what it feels like. But maybe I'm wrong. I feel like I'm wrong with that. Or maybe there's something in the middle that I'm thinking. That I'm missing. Oh, you guys are talking about countries I can't put on the map. Just kidding. I think I can. West Bazinga. My Americanism is showing. I'm trying to find a better way to draw hands. Let's see if I can do the blocking out method. Everybody's talking about history in the chat. Everybody was kung fu fighting. But yeah, yo guys, since you're in the vertical chat, is it looking all right for you guys? Is it easy to read the your comments? Mason, do you know European history? Very little. Very little. I'm not European. In America, it's very American focused. If it's like if it's relevant of something that I should know, then I'll brush up again. I'll brush up against it. I'll brush up my knowledge. I think the few European history I know is just early Christian history. We could see as pretty well. We can see as pretty well on the short stream. What are you talking about? we can see we can see crazy. A little bit before. What's Oh yeah, this is pretty good. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. I like how I like the area where you guys can like see. Well, you guys can see the chat because of the black background. You said you liked it before when the one thing I didn't like how I had it before is that you could barely see the chat because of the white page. Bob Cusman, welcome to the chat, Bob. How come you guys going from movie to history? Because film is history. I think we made the jump because of time zones. We were talking about time zones, and then like we were gonna say not we, you guys, f and Christmas Bush. It doesn't even matter. I'm just saying, like I'm Goku. Hey, call me Goku, cause I'm just saying. Yeah, I'm awesome. He's my BBG. Well, it's oh yeah, I forgot. This is the morning stream. I have all the non-Americans here. I was like, why is it nighttime for everybody? And I was like, oh yeah, wait, never mind. Nobody wakes up and looks at YouTube Live. Like people only do that when they're like coming home from work. Or they're just like or they just got home from work or school or whatever. And they're ready to go to bed. That's why I moved my YouTube Lives to like a later time. So I can get more Americans. More people on my time zone. But I've noticed that like morning streams get an international audience, and that's cool. But night streams is where I get more Americans. Let's see. Uh 15. I think I'm gonna like I'm gonna end the whatchamacallit, this the segment on this page, page 15. So once I'm done like inking page 15, I'm gonna go back and add like the hatching and all that stuff and make it look better, make it look cooler. Is that Vietnam? East America. In East America, it's 10:51 a.m. and that's a.m. time. So literally, if you show up on the stream like right now at this current time, you will get somebody from like a different country joining in. Let me draw a laughing Lucifer. This could be an emote. If I had the money, I'd probably commission an artist to animate this panel. A laughing Lucifer. Okay, drawing the nose like this. This nose is pretty long. Watch when this stream is done. I will draw Beelzebub as a kawaii uwu girl. Beelzebub. He'll draw Beelzebub. I should probably one of these days I should probably do a popularity poll to see like which is everybody's favorite character from Purgatory Academy. Because I know it's like I know everybody's favorite character from Chimera Island is Ruth. Um, or just everybody liked Ruth's part. I don't know if Ruth is their favorite character, though. Lucifer will win. Yeah, that's because you simp for him. If I can get any probably. If I can get anybody to like any celebrity to voice Lucifer, I would either get like the guy that voiced Homelander from The Boys, or I would get the guy who voice acts Handsome Jack from Borderlands. And that's how I imagine his voice would sound like. Like a guy that's very, very cocky. David Attenborough. I cannot pronounce names. David Attenborough. I haven't heard anything that he was in. He looks like he has a nice voice. You didn't expect me to switch streams. I did not, but it is welcome. Oh yeah, I don't think Purgatory Academy has a narrator. Like I don't think any of my comics have narrators. Wildlife documentary legend. For that, I would probably give that to Beelzebub. Attenborough. That's how you pronounce it. Okay. Or he would just have or he would be the voice of Beelzebub. I imagine Beelzebub having the voice of either kind of like that, or Mr. Harriman from Foster's Home for Imaginary Friends. Because that's essentially the analog, the character I referenced him from. Attenborough. Oh, okay. Have you watched Constantine? No. Constantine is that DC. Is that DC comic, right? You could use AI Obama and Trump, Biden, Bush, and those guys. Honestly, I don't know where to go to get those like celebrity voice actor to get like those celebrity voice actors or whatever. I know people, and besides, if it's not as easy as I can do it right now, I'm not gonna even try. Like, love Emperor Constantine. I guess everybody knows who Constantine is except for me. Oh, you're talking about? Are you talking about the freaking? I think Bush is talking about the historical figure, while Bob is talking about the DC comic. uh, Lucifer has the voice of AI Obama. You know what? I can see that. Lucifer sounding like Obama. That would be funny though. My fellow citizens of hell. Like, or Dedisons or whatever. I cannot English. Let's see. I can imagine that Obama as Lucifer, with guest voice actor Obama, Barack Hussein Obama, like it's a freaking Disney Channel, Disney Channel promo. This week on Purgatory Academy, Travis and Ali are going through a rocky relationship, with their freaking MMA boxing match. Will Travis step up to the mat, or will he fall under the pressure? I know it. It has the best Lucifer impression, in my opinion. For real, for real. This week on Purgatory Academy, we got special guest star Barack Hussein Obama as Lucifer. Purgatory Academy, only on Disney Channel. That would have been honestly, if that would have been a crazy move. Nah, I ain't selling this to freaking Disney Channel. I'd rather sell this to Warner Brothers and they sell it off as a freaking tax write off than give it to Disney. Like, I'd rather have Warner Brothers sell this as a tax write off. Man. Let's see. Draw the tongue right here. Oh, man, look at him. Look at him laugh. Look at him having a good time. Like, what channel would you expect this comic to be on? If you could, like, guess. What would be a good fit for Purgatory Academy? If it had a if it had, like, a TV adaptation. Adult Swim would be too obvious. And yes, the right answer would be too obvious. Besides, Adult Swim is probably dead. Actually, no. Smiling Friends and Rick and Morty is keeping it alive. Let's see. This is looking cool. Well, it's looking good. Oh, wait. Something came up. I didn't notice. Let's read. Thank you, Mason, for the stream and talking to me. Taking the time to do this. I have to. Okay. Are you streaming now? Yeah, Angels. I plan on streaming tomorrow. Sorry I didn't see that. Sorry. That was. I didn't notice that you sent that until it was fading away, and then my mind was like, "Wait a second, something's moving. What's moving?" Ugh. Yeah, like after this, I'm gonna go back to streaming at like 5 p.m. again. As you do, as I usually do. Hold on, let me check. I want to check something. Okay. Interesting, it's still live. The connection with the body seems to be a bit off in my opinion. I may be wrong. Oh yeah, you're right. I'm just going as it looks right now. I'll be back to my director's stream. All right, looking forward to it. The expression is good though. Thank you. Like right now, I'm focusing on like one thing at a time. I want to get the expression down first and foremost, and then seeing how that connects to the body, I'll figure about. I'll deal with that when I get to it. That's a bridge I'll cross when I get to it. I think it looks like this because of the angle. I always have to like draw the contours just to make sure. Just to make sure. I'm also gonna like I know I said this before, but I am also planning on playing Persona for an hour at 1. But we'll see who'll turn out for that. If people show up and interact, I'll play for like 3 hours. But if it's a silent stream, then I'll do it. I'll do it for like an hour. And then go back to working on what I usually work on. Maybe finding better titles and making thumbnails and working on my call to actions at the end of my videos. That's the next thing that I'm gonna do. I want people to either subscribe to the Patreon or just buy the digital books. I'm also thinking about working on the Etsy store so I can have like print on demand stuff, but I don't know what people would like. I gotta figure out what people would like, what kind of merch people would want to buy. I'm gonna make this like that so I don't have to draw that much. This is the torso. Yeah, what kind of merch do people like? That's my question. That's the $1,000,000 question. Or what kind of merch do people would like to buy or to support? To support the channel with. I think for this expression, I'm going to make his neck a little bit long. Let's see. Gotta do it like this. Da 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 da. One shoulder, like one shoulder's over here, while the other shoulder's right over there. Hey, this is looking pretty tight. But okay. I'm gonna see how far I can make it through this drawing. Because, like, I just had like I have like a tendency to like work on something, and I'm like, you know what, I'm done working, and I'm like, that feel weird. I probably should. Well, I'm gonna start drawing. I'm gonna work on this again tonight at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Like I did say I was planning on just streaming this like for an hour. So I'm getting pretty tired, and I need to use the restroom. So I'm gonna end. I think this is a good place to end the stream. I think I did some pretty good progress for the morning. I'll work on this again tonight and continue. Because right now, oh man, do you see this? That's 4 panels. 1 hour? Yeah, this stream right here, I meant to do this for an hour. But I was like, we're nearly 3 hours in. Nearly. Uh, nearly. So, this stream was good, honestly. But now I gotta use the restroom, and I'm like, might as well end the stream now. Might as well end the stream now. And do it and like stream Persona for in the middle of the day. Eat food, stream Persona, and eat food again, or just go on a walk, and then end the day with a 5 o'clock stream. That's my plan for the rest of the day. So yeah, that's the plan. I'll check everybody later. We'll go be a person. We'll go be a person. I will. All right, peace.